Hi, welcome back. My name is Jenny Lester. This is a harmony singing video, the third in a series of skill sharing to help musicians play with other musicians. In the first video, we studied just basic music theory. The second video, we did the parts of a song and arranging a song. And now we are looking at how to sing harmony. When we first learn to sing in our lives, usually what we do is join up. And when you sing the same note as somebody else, it's called singing in unison. I'm going to get you to warm up with me with a scale to show you how it feels. So first thing you want to do is find the note and see where it is in your body. Is it low or high? And what we're going to do is we're going to sing this note, and then we're going to try and match our pitch. One of the first things that we have to do is figure out how to control our pitch. So as we sing into it, I want you to match the note, and then I want you to see if you can go up and down just a little bit to stretch your vocal cords away from singing in unison. As you can hear in that exercise, I went up and I went down and I learned what it was to land into tune. So intonation is actually a very big key part about singing in harmony down the road, because the more in tune you are, the more magical the feeling is going to be. All right, but we're going to continue on, because you need to learn at first the feeling of what notes are in relationship to each other. We're going to start off with the major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the same as 1. It's an octave apart. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The importance of practicing that is to get to know the numbers and the notes. The next step is to hear how they feel. I'm going to lower my guitar now. And I need you to feel how they hear in a chord. So I'm strumming a G chord. 1, and you feel how 1 is in the chord. 1, 2, it's not in the chord, but it's pretty. 3, you can relax, it's in the chord. 4, that's a suspended note, it's a little harder, it's not in the chord. 5, we relax, there's the feeling in the chord. 6, there's a cool note, but it's not in the chord. Major 7, this is jazzy and it's beautiful, but it's not in the chord. 8, which is the same as 1. Okay, so there is the explanation of the feeling of how each note sits. And when you deduce what just happened, you will learn that the 1, the 3, and the 5 are in the chord, and they feel within what we call the triad. Now, the triad is a stable way for you to start harmony, because it gives you the notes that the Western world of rootsy music uses to create chords. And harmony is the creation of chords vocally. So, if we even look at the G chord on a guitar, you can use it to practice with your voice. Here's your low G, 1, that's a G, and then it's a B, D, and then another G, and then you can keep going as high as there's a B, and then you can put your D, and a higher G. So it's just, even though it's 6 strings, it's only 3 notes. That's called the triad. 1, 3, and 5, and practice singing 1, 3, 5, 1, 3. But use your range, whatever you can do, go down as low as you can, and practice singing along with it. You can even try going 1 and holding your guitar right there so you can feel it. 1, 3. So you're, again, practicing 2 skills. One is intonation and figuring out where the notes are by using your instrument to help you, or a piano, whatever you've got. And the other is to feel what it's like to leave singing in unison and practice singing in the harmony. So here is unison. Very good to identify unison. The most important reason to identify unison is to get off of it. If you're going to try and sing harmony, you can't be singing the same note as the other person. You can do that freestyle, but it's easier if you have the support of an instrument. Okay, we've done the feeling part. Now let's just stop and write out a little bit of music theory. We're going to do You Are My Sunshine in the key of G. So I just wrote out the G scale as I would want to use it to help me. The You Are My Sunshine has these 3 chords in it, 1, 4, and 5 of the G, key of G. So it's G, C, and D. Now, each of those chords is made up of the 3 notes going up of the 1, 3, 5, starting with them using the G scale. So G is made up of G, B, and D. C is made up of C, E, and G. D has F sharp and A. So it's like G, B, D, and then C, E, G, and D, F sharp, A. So you can see how the chords are going to lay out and what notes are. The next step is to write out the melody for what melody notes it is and to put in the chord progression. I'm going to do the chord progression with you. It's starting on the G. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Happy is going to go to a C chord. Happy when skies are gray. That's back to a G chord. You'll never know is a C chord. No, dear, how much I love is the G chord. You, please don't take my sun. That's a D. And it might even in folky music be a D7. Sunshine away. And on the word way, we are back to G. Our sense of resolution is our key. Okay, if you're going to sing harmony to You Are My Sunshine, you have the choice of doing duet or 3-part singing. So what I'm going to do is break down for you where all the notes lie if you were to remain in relationship to the melody and just sing the next harmony note in the chord that you're on above the melody or the next harmony note below the melody. This is just a simple way to organize how the 3 notes, because we learned that a triad is 3 notes and that makes a basic chord. So we're always looking at what notes who can sing, but you can choose that if you have 2, it doesn't matter. But if you have 3 people, you need it really organized. And the difference between folk music and arranged music for choral music is that in choral music, somebody is writing and telling you what part to sing. But in this music, sometimes you sit down beside someone and the best source of what to sing is to lean against the melody and to feel it against the melody and the chords. And so that's the approach we're going to take right now. Here we go. Let's do it. We strum a G chord. U is the G note. You are my. So if you look, here's the principle that we're going to start with first to help you organize. If you look at G and you say, what is the next note above G in the chord, you would see that it's a B. So if you wanted to sing the very next note above G, you would sing a B. Now, if you were to rewrite all of this over again and keep going, C and D, if you were to keep going, you would notice that below G is D. And see, what happens is you have to fill in the 1, 3, 5. So G is on 1, there's your 3, and there's your 5. If you don't fill in the 1, 3, 5 and 2 people are singing the same note, it's called doubling and you're only hitting 2 out of 3, which might be your intent. That's called arranging. we're going to get to arranging, because even though I'm going to show you the basics of how to fill in the dots, you still have artistic choice, which makes you unique to your group and your abilities. And so don't worry about it coming sound out like a cookie cutter. Like, it's not going to be that straightforward, and you're going to see that. So here we go, straightforward with the melody. Another keynote: the melody must commit and not waver, or the harmony has to follow it so diligently. So if you're a melody singer, your intent in roots music is to sing strong so that the harmony can lean on you and follow you. You are, so this would maintain the same. You are, now this is a passing note. I call it a passing note because it's not in the G chord triad. So we're going to just skip it for right now because that's your artistic choice. You have two choices. One is don't move, just stay on the B note because you stay in the chord. Or the other is follow the melody and move out of the chord and just see how that sounds. That's your two choices, move or don't move. But let's go back and fill in the blanks. If you are my son is on B, then the next note above it has to be the D, and the next note below it has to be the G, and that's the same. So you can kind of start going filling in the blanks. And what this is doing is showing you how to craft these harmony parts. Now we've got a chord change. So the melody is now on the C of the C chord. So what has to happen is you go to the next note above C, which is an E. And the next note below C would be the G. Okay, here is another element of which you get to choose, or you don't really get to choose what's happening, but you need to see what's happening. Did you notice that this part that's singing below the melody here stays on the same note even though everybody else moves? The reason is it is on the next note below the melody through a chord change from G to C. And you will notice that G is common between both of those chords. So sometimes your harmony doesn't move because it is on the next note that is where you want to be. And it's a chord change that happened. So because we're on the G, happy, it can change. That's where the lower part's going to be. And now we're going to take a look at the color notes. So You Are My Sunshine moves up to a color note here. In the melody you can hear it. You are my sun. So hear how it's just a passing note. Your options in the harmony line above it. You are my sunshine. That's walking up within the scale and it's using a C note. You are my sunshine. And that might sound nice. It might sound blocky to go, you are my sunshine. So a little passing note might be the right feel. You are my sunshine. Okay, so let's make that a C. I'm just going to star it because it's a little passing note, but we decided on that one. Okay, we do a little bit of thinking to deduce which notes we want to sing on the moving parts and how advanced we want to be, but the most important part is hearing it. So we're going to listen together, and the first time through it is just the guitar and melody, and this is for you to practice singing your harmony parts too. Here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right, now this time we're going to mute the lead, and this is only the part above. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And if we go and just listen to the solo, the baritone, or the part below. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. For the fun of it, here's what it sounds like when you leave the melody out of the baritone and the tenor. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And for the fun of it, let's go through and do a cappella. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I hoped you liked delving into harmony singing. Please look for more videos about how to play with other musicians, music theory, song arranging, harmony singing, and how to prepare for a jam session or band leadership. My name is Jenny Lester. Thanks again to Creative BC for this opportunity. Please have a look at www.jennylester.com for more information.